Lesson Sharp 10. Exercise Sharp 1. Practice tree, the second stage of expansion. In contrast to the basic practice, in which the flow of energy expands to the width of the spread arms, in this practice the diameter of the flow is approximately 300 meters, 150 meters in one direction and the same amount in the other. This value is not random. It is believed that the diameter of our energy body is 2-3 meters, and when we expand our energy body 10 times, it just turns out to be about 300 meters. In order not to run with a tape measure, you need to outline points for yourself in advance, landmarks to which the flow of energy will expand, respectively. You need to mark the objects that are located at a distance of about 150 meters in each direction from the place where the practice will be performed. First part. The main position standing, legs are in readiness, hands are on the lower dantian. The tip of the tongue rests against the palate behind the upper teeth. 1. Imagine a red ball in the lower dantian. If after the 9th lesson you have achieved a stable connection with the double and your ball is already golden in color, we imagine it. A red or golden ball is getting bigger and bigger. It goes out of the body along with the hands. The hands seem to expand the ball. 2. Now imagine a red or gold hoop around us with the center in the lower dantian, which we seem to be holding with our hands. Release this image. 3. Imagine how the legs go down to the center of the earth. Imagine that the head and chest go to the sky. 4. Imagine alternately every 3 seconds images, a red or gold hoop around ourselves, legs lengthening down until a steady flow of energy begins. Second part. 1. Now we expand the diameter of the energy flow to 300 meters. The easiest way to do this is through a phantom. We imagine that we are looking at the crown of a small copy of ourselves, around which there is an energy circle, our hoop. We can clearly imagine how this circle is rapidly expanding, increasing in size, and its boundaries reach the objects we have previously set as landmarks. We get a point, our phantom, and a huge expanded hoop, the diameter of the energy flow. At the same time, imagine that your hands are holding the hoop away from our physical body. We don't visualize the whole arm, just the hands. At this stage, it can stagger from the redistribution of the energy flow. If you had a very small flow of energy, you may get the false impression that this flow has disappeared. This is because the flow of energy, having increased to 300 meters, has become more rarefied, and sensations can only appear after 10-15 minutes. 2. Visualize images alternately every 3 seconds, a hoop around yourself for 300 meters, legs lengthened down, for 20 minutes. When we practice on the upper floors, there is more yang energy in the space, because it is far from the ground. To avoid skewing to the yang side, you need to more often imagine the image of the legs lengthening down. If there is more yin energy in the space, so that there is no skewing in the yin side, we imagine the image of the legs lengthening down, and every other time, we also must pull the head and chest up. In the mountainous area and between the mountains, the yang and yin energy is equal. Third part. 1. We complicate the image. We extend either a red or golden ray, if you have a golden ball, to the lower dantian from the hand, which in the image is located at a distance of 150 meters, from the left lagon. And from the lower dantian we draw the 150 meters ray to the right lagon and connect the right and left hands with the ray. We get a huge triangle in a huge hoop. Imagine a triangle. 2. Imagine alternately every 3 seconds images, a circle around yourself for 300 meters, a red or golden triangle, the legs lengthened down, for 5 minutes. Final part. 1. There is a danger of shifting the central energy channel with such a large expansion. We've already made a connection with the double before, and he should be able to hear us well. Therefore, before reducing the flow, we give an order to the double, mentally saying, "Double, hold the center." 2. Imagine a hoop around you for 300 meters. We imagine that it turns into a huge sphere, in the center of which we are located. 3. This sphere is filled with white light, which is concentrated, it becomes more and more. This sphere is completely filled with white light. 4. Start to shrink and reduce the sphere. Imagine once how the ball is reduced from 300 meters to the length of the arms. We imagine that the decrease from the lagoon is like a wave, less and less, and then the hands are squeezing the sphere and leading it to the lower dantian. In the lower dantian, the sphere becomes the size of a tennis ball, and then shrinks until it becomes a small point of light. If you feel that there are compaction of energy in some channels, pat these places as after the basic tree practice. Write in the comments if you like the practice. Subscribe to the channel, put a like. All good mood and bye.